Good evening. Well, I had this pallet at work that I was asked to dispose of. I looked at the pallet and I thought, actually that looks like quite nice wood on there, so I think I can make something with that. So I brought it home, I've sat it in the corner here, and I've been carefully driving it into it every evening. So I've decided today that I'm going to dismantle it and see what I can make out of it. Now obviously, because of the look of it, brain immediately goes to a gate, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to build a gate. So I've decided on 80 centimetres wide, 100 centimetres high. No idea why I want to do those measurements. I haven't got a gap for it yet. The gap's going to come later, so I can make the gap to fit the gate. So that's the size I'm going to make the gate. So I'll dismantle that. Obviously I've only got the thin wood here for making the gate from, so that will be great for the slats on the front, but I needed something thicker. So I also picked up these pieces at the back here. Now if you watched the video earlier in the year when I dismantled and rebuilt one of the bridges, this is some of the old pieces off that bridge. So I'll be using that for the main structure of the gate. There are a few pieces of rock that I'll have to try and work around, but the majority of that wood is sound. So yeah, let's start by dismantling this pallet and see how much wood I can get out of it. That was a lot harder to take apart than I was expecting, so I'm going to spend some time off camera now sorting through that and just seeing if there is actually anything usable in there, or if I've just made a load of firewood in the middle of a heat wave. So yeah, I'll get back to you and we'll see what I've got. Right, well I've managed to sort through the timber. There was more usable stuff there than I was thinking, but not quite as much as I'd like, so we might have to change the design slightly. But we've got those pieces there. Those really are a bit too ropey to be using, but I'm not throwing them away just yet, just in case I need something up with them. But these ones here, these are the best out of the lot. There's still a bit more damage to them than I'd like. Obviously, it's going to be a rustic gate, so the odd nail holes and that I don't worry about. But you can see this one here, it's got quite a long crack going all the way down there, which I don't really like. And this bit's got quite a bit of tear out. So the tear out's not too much of a problem, because these are a metre tall. I can trim those down. Obviously, the gate I'm making to whatever size I feel like. I haven't got a hole yet, so I can make it a bit smaller. That's not a problem. Obviously, the cracks, I can try putting some glue in it. It's going to be outside. I'm not sure if gluing it's probably the best idea. But for now, it's getting late. It's getting too late to start hammering and cutting stuff. So I'm going to sleep on this and maybe I'll come up with some fantastic idea overnight. And I'll pick this up in the morning. Right, well it's next day and I've given it some thought and I've changed the design slightly. So initially I was thinking of building a wooden frame box and then putting the slats on the top of it to make the gate. What I've decided is if I make the box slightly bigger, I can then inset the slats. So that meant I could cut the damaged sections off, so I'm still roughly in the sizes that I wanted. So the next step is to try and tidy this up, because I've cut the frame to size roughly, but it still looks rather manky. So I'm going to try and clean the edges of that. Now I was given this planer a long time ago, and I've not particularly used it, so I'm going to give it a go putting it through that. So I've been through, made sure there's no nails in it, because that's the most important thing. I don't want to damage the blades, but let's see how this goes. Well, that worked. They almost look like new now. Made one hell of a mess though, so time for a tidy up, I think. Right, all clean again. It's now time to make some more mess. Let's try that again. Oh, this stupid piece of junk. Right, one more try. Well, we're almost finished. It's looking good, but I think it's a bit too clean in here, so let's make a mess again. I've given it a coat of oil and I've had a bit of a tidy up, so I think I'm now finished with the gate. So it's not quite as I envisaged at the start, but I am happy with how it's come out. The oil's really brought the colours out on that, so it does look quite good. So where I'm going to put this, I'm hoping in the next couple of weeks I'm going to be putting an entrance in, and I'll need a gate for that, so that's where I'm going to put it. It's going to be a temporary gate, so I'm hoping this will last a few years. But obviously it hasn't cost me anything. All the materials were free. It's only cost me my time, so that way I can see how it works, see if I need to change anything, if I need to alter the size. I'm not worrying that I've wasted money on a gate that I then need to replace later down the line. So for that purpose it should be good. So make sure you subscribe so you don't miss out when I actually install this gate. But for now, if you enjoyed this video, do leave it a like, and I shall see you later.